Good morning, dear students. I will be teaching English literature online from today. And today we will start with The Tempest. In this video, we will understand Act 4 of the play The Tempest, written by William Shakespeare. As you already know, every scene unfolds at a particular place and has a particular set of characters. So, where does this scene unfold? It unfolds right before Prospero's cell. And now the question is, who are the characters involved? The characters are Prospero, Ferdinand, and Prospero's daughter Miranda. Now, children, you can open your book and I will help you understand each and every dialogue line by line. So, what happens first? What happens initially? We all are aware of the fact that Ferdinand was given a very cumbersome and tiresome task. The task was very difficult. It was to pick up a log and place it on the pile of logs that was already there. The task was given by Prospero. It looks like Ferdinand had completed his task and he was sitting on the logs that he had already piled up. And in front of him came Prospero and Miranda holding hands. They approached Ferdinand, and after that Prospero called Ferdinand down. He said, "Ferdinand, come down." And here we all know, children, that Ferdinand was punished by Prospero. And so he looked at them as if he was going to get another set of tasks, another punishment. And therefore he looked at both of them apprehensively. But Miranda gave him a nice and delightful smile and looked at him encouragingly. So Prospero here starts with his speech and he says, "If I have too austerely punished you," austerely underline harshly. He says, "See, Ferdinand, if I have too harshly punished you, your compensation makes amends." Underline compensation, reward. And underline makes amends, right, makes up for it. He says, "If I have too austerely punished you, Ferdinand, your compensation makes amends." Means, I am ready to make it up to you now. For I have given you here a thread of my own life. Underline thread and write an integral part. He says, because I am ready to give you here a thread of my life. Means, or that for which I live. Everything I live for. I am giving you everything, Ferdinand. And what is that everything? My daughter Miranda, who once again I tender to thy hand. All thy vexations were but my trials of thy love. I put her in your hands. And all the trouble, vexations underlined, right? Troubles, hardships, all the hardships that you had to go through, it was just to test your love. And thou hast strangely stood the test. Strangely underlined, remarkably. He says, and thou hast strangely stood the test. Means, you have passed the test remarkably well. Here, afore heaven, afore underlined before. He says, before heaven, I ratify this my rich gift. Before heaven, I am ratifying. Ratifying means endorsing this my rich gift to you. I am giving you this valuable gift of mine to you, Ferdinand, for the hardships that you had to go through. Oh, Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast her of. Underline boast her of and write sing praises of her. He says, oh, Ferdinand, do not smile at me for bragging about my daughter, for bragging about Miranda. For thou shalt find she will outstrip all praise. Outstrip, underline, exceed. For you yourself will see soon enough that she outshines any praise of her, and make it halt behind her. Ferdinand says, yes, of course, I do believe it against an oracle. Oracle, underline, voice of God. Of course, I do believe, sir, that Miranda is so valuable. So Prospero says, then as my gift and thine own acquisition, then take her, accept my daughter, accept her, as you have worthily purchased something. Purchased here means won, W-O-N, won. Take my daughter, sit then and talk with her. You can sit with her, you can talk to her. She is thine own because she is yours now. What? Ariel, my industrious servant, industrious underline, hardworking. He says, where are you, my hardworking servant Ariel? Where are you? Then Ariel enters and Ariel says, what would my potent master? What would my potent master means? What would my powerful master wish? Underline potent and write powerful. Prospero says, thou and thy meaner fellows your last service did worthily perform. Underline meaner, write subordinates. He says, last time you and your lower spirits, your subordinates, had performed very well. And I must use you in such another trick. And I have to use you and your meaner spirits again for some another trick. Go, bring the rabble. Rabble means crowd. You go and bring the crowd over whom I give thee power. Thee means you. And I am giving you the power to bring them here to this place. Incite them to quick motion. Incite them to quick motion. Incite means arouse. Make them do it at your command. For I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple. Underline bestow upon the eyes of this young couple and write present before the young couple. That is Ferdinand and Miranda. Some vanity of mine art. Vanity, underline illusion. I have to present something before this couple. That is Ferdinand and Miranda. It is my promise. It has been my promise that I will be showing them something. And they expect it from me. And this is what they are expecting it from me. Ariel says presently, immediately. He says yes, with a twink. With a twink means in the twinkle of an eye. Immediately I want you with your spirits to come here. Ariel says before you can say come and go and breathe twice and cry so and so, each one tripping on his toe will be here with mop and mow. Underline mop and mow and write grimaces. Grimaces. He says before you say come, before you say go, before you even breathe twice, we all will be here. Each one tripping on his toe will be here. Then he asks his master Prospero, do you love me, master? I hope you love me, no? Prospero says, dearly. I love you dearly. I love you a lot. Now come, my Ariel, bring a corollary. Corollary, underline and write additional member. Rather than want a spirit Rather than want a spirit means don't lack a single spirit behind. Bring each and every spirit with you. Appear and pertly. Pertly means quickly. No tongue, all eyes be silent. No tongue means nobody is going to produce any sound. Everyone has to be very quiet so that you can enjoy this illusion. This much for today is enough, children. You can go through this. You can revise the conversation. You can go through this conversation once again. You can go through the speeches that I have taught you just now. And you can go through the summary that I had given you in the worksheet. Rest we'll continue in the next video. Thank you, children.